about how we must, and we must hold all the illegitimate governors, so-called celebrities that are sabotaging what we are doing, and all of them need to go down if they don't live for us alone. In them killing us, taking our life, they just have to, because they are fighting. Instead of them to live a model of celebrity as people to be celebrated, maybe upon what they have done to the community, but no record of what to celebrate them for. Is it people like Obi? Look at what our friends and our allies are helping us to put together that are not even Biafrans. While we have those that parade themselves as Biafrans like Peter Obi. Peter Obi cannot even do this. Oti, Opozodema, Enyi Naya Baribede, Mbade, Suludu. Where is this one from Imo State again? That evil man. Opozodema, yes. Obi Kubana, all these fools. Very soon there will be no more. It's a promise. Because if they are not with us, they are not with us. If they are not fighting for us, they are not fighting for us. If they are against us, we are against them. If they don't want us to get our freedom, we will deal with them. They will be the one not to have peace. Please visit our website. It's very, very, very important. If you don't know how to do that, and if you want to call me directly, the COS is there, Minister of Information is there, and I don't mind. I will pick up the phone just in one ring, as long as it's for Biafra, as long as it's something that will benefit the people of Biafra, as long as it's something that will help us to achieve our freedom. Please, we need your help, especially now. This is just the beginning. And we are glad it started from Abba as well, because Abba always step up. We'll keep. After Abba, very soon, the next state or city will be announced. And the next thing you know, the whole Biafra will wake everybody up. And when we will march to totally invade Nigeria, that day, everyone will know that this is the D-Day. But now, we just have to maintain and do what we're supposed to do, and at the same time be more aggressive in a way. We don't want these people to come at us, because sometimes my people are trained. Yes, it's time that the men, the women stood behind the men, and everyone need to come out, defend your family, protect your people, your children, your wife, not being a coward and allow a Fulani herdsman to come to your village and kill everybody. Tomorrow you will be answering Eze this, Chief this, Prince this, with your red cap, answering Ohaneze Ndibo. All these leaders that are not doing what they're supposed to do, they will be held accountable. So what makes you a man is someone who can actually defend his own people. Yes, defend your terrain, defend your household, defend your nation. That's what makes you to be proud man, to say, I'm a real man, not being a coward. Thank you very much. Please do the needful, because there's a lot we need to do, and so that we can offset some responsibility. And it's our responsibility, and Biafra Republic government in Ezra have played a big role into appreciate everyone again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our amiable Prime Minister, His Excellency Ogechukwu Nkere. Nigeria is a hopeless state, very, very hopeless. And we have the statistics to prove that Nigeria is a hopeless state. Even though they are rich in oil, but nobody knows where the money goes to. They earn billions and billions of naira every year from oil. But if you ask a common, in fact, how will I even put it? A citizen of Nigeria, how many times, how many minutes do you have electricity? How many minutes? Some communities we saw a few weeks ago, they were celebrating 20 years without electricity. 20 good years until Abia State made connection. I don't know the connection that they did to give them electricity. Basic community, they don't have. So all of you are full together. All of you are. Sorry about that. I've removed him. If I let me block him, he's an idiot. So thank you so much. Beast from above, you have the mic now. Let me deal with this person. Good afternoon, BIAFRANS. Am I coming out? Yes, you are coming out. Go ahead. I want to thank everyone gathered in this place. I want to thank our PM. Your background is noisy. Can you please step out a little? I'm in the protest ground. Okay, later. Bye-bye. Okay, later. Thank you so much for understanding. When you have let us know, I'll give you the mic again. Thank you. Our Lopa is here. You have the mic, sir. Rage and Frey, give Alopa a few minutes, please. Then you have the mic. Thank you, Alopa. Welcome. Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, tutors. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I thank all Biafrans. I've been looking at our people back home behaving like Biafrans. That's what we want. That's what we want. We all have to join hands and get our freedom. It is our freedom, not their freedom, but our freedom. So we must work for it. It's not going to be easy. Nothing good comes easy. I thank all Biafrans on this platform. I thank our leaders. I thank our PM. I did not come in when he spoke, but earlier, but I believe he talked to Biafrans. And I believe those who have ears heard him. So we're all saying one thing. Come and join. Support your freedom. There ain't nothing else I will say that is not said by everybody else. So I'm not going to hold the mic. Tutors, you are going to find a way to connect with me direct. I always like to walk on a straight line. Adabeti, I know you are here because I heard you speak before. Please send my receipt to tutors. I sent my space donation for today. The receipt is on Adabeti's private Telegram. So tutors, please make direct contact with me, whichever way you know how. Not on X. I hope you on Telegram or anywhere else you can make contact with me, please. So my receipt is there. It's nothing, but it's better than zero. It's 30 ejema for the space today. Biafrans, we move. It's nothing but Biafra first. Anything in between is counterfeit. And I don't believe in that. I can't shop with counterfeit. So it's Biafra first. Ndewo. Ndewo, our Lokpa. Thank you so much for your space donation. Biafrans, did you hear Olokpa have set an example? You can make your payment even if you don't want to announce it and send the receipt to me. I will get your receipt and I will compile the names for our fundraising. Thank you so much, ma. And thank you for coming around to speak to the Biafra people. My people, there is no too much a talk in an evening mass. We need a J and a Gemma. What has happened today did not fall from the sky. You could also see that our Prime Minister is here. Every talk lands with a J and a Gemma. We are doing what did Patrick said, extremely effective. The public government is doing extremely effective. And for us to be more and more effective, we need a J and a Gemma. If you are just joining our space for the very first time, we are the Biafra people. And we have a government called the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, headed by our Prime Minister, His Excellency, Geopolitical. We welcome all our guests today, international and domestic guests. We welcome all our listeners and all our speakers to the Biafra Republic Government space. We are here today to speak on the topic Biafran's rally in solidarity with United States of America, Israel, and the freedom of our Onyendu, who has been unjustly detained in Sokoto prison for fighting for the freedom of his people. He did not commit any crime. And for the rally to be successful today, AJ made it to be so. So please, as you are joining, kindly visit our website, www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org, and then pay your tithe. Let me tell you one thing you have to know. The only rightful tithe you need now is the tithe for freedom. Allow those that have embezzled Nigerian money to give them their 10% of what they have stolen from money. Whether you give your little tithe to your pastor or not, the church will still stand. They can do without your tithe. But please, that little tithe that you have, which cannot make your church grow or diminish, bring it to the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Or you can share it into two. Please, we need a J and a J. The highest thing you can do is to fight for the freedom of people that have been enslaved for years. That's the highest prayer and sacrifice God. Remember, he said, want to move him at the type of fight is that you are giving a help people who don't have help, don't even get help. And we are such people. So please visit our website and drop your support for us to continue in this care that we have entered right now. Thank you so much for your donation and your submission to the Biafran people. Rachel, you have mic. Please share this space as you are joining. Our Prime Minister is here. Do you have any question? Please feel free to ask him. Thank you so much, Rachel. Welcome.
Okay. Good afternoon. I hope I'm coming clear.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
All right. Good afternoon from my location. Greetings to you, great Biafrans all over, freedom lovers and friends of Biafra. My special salute and greetings to our current and current serving His Excellency Geopolitical and to honorable cabinet ministers of the Biafra Republic of Africa that are here present, who are released hereafter. Greeting to the honorable minister of information, Sonny Power, to all the rest that are here present, and to you, our dear mother, teachers, and the co-hosts, to divine, and to our dear mother, Ada 24, our dear mother, Bondo, and as many of our mothers that are here present, our dear mother. To you for reward you that I believe that was the fire. God is going to reward us all with the film of Biafran. That will be the reward that we are going to receive at the end of the day. I want to say a very big thank you to all the Biafrans that turned up for the 1 million march, for our leader Marcy Nandi Kano, when you do the Amadike one of Biafra, and for all and one. That is the way white people live their lives. And I also say very big thank you to all our friends that came from parts of Nigeria, from Lagos, the likes of Shuwiri and Sahid Jamil. There is this young man, because Sahid Jamil, God bless you, sir. Many that came from different parts to be part of this historic day. I really want to say God should guide and protect every one of you. God should bless you for all that, for standing for justice, for standing for truth, for standing for right, all for freedom. God, may God reward you and may God bless you abundantly. Special greetings to our former Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa of Biafran. Yes, this table we used to, we always call him, I don't forget that name again. Yes. Yeah, beautiful name. We love much Prime Minister wherever you are on the front line, just like your boss, our leaders, leader, you have on our front line, fight for your people. And so our leaders and the current one, salute to the entire Biafran defense forces, the faithful with an undivided loyalty of Biafra. We salute you for remaining resolute and steadfast and faithful, loyal to us. Thank you, dear Lord. Like the Prime Minister rightly said, no, a lot of things they are being made possible with finance just and so no matter how far you are, how near you cannot your presence available in this type of marches or protests, you can make your fund available. So one way or the other, you might not have the money to support, you must make your head and create publicity, the awareness for people to know by the way the post of your comment and whatever you do on the media. You understand? So, especially if you visit the website, please, we need more than anything. We need more than anything. So, please, God has put something in your hand and know that give something financially. Please don't hold back on the freedom of your people. God has blessed you to be a blessing to your people. God has blessed you to set your people free, you understand? So, looking at our area, our environment, even our advice a little better, when you come to YESoo and the side of Biafra, you go share here. And anybody that is comfortable, anybody that's happy with the standard of life we have in our place, especially in the YESoo region of Biafra, that means it must be a very chronic which understand driving a log of plantain and he's feeling that he has a good life. He has a good life. It's only a witch. So, sorry, you understand? So if you are comfortable with the kind of life Minnesota and Robot part of Jasper, look at the environment. You understand? Look at the environment. And those places they show, those are the city. If you go to the aspect it's a place where they keep animals. If you are comfortable with Minister rightly said, Aba was far better than Dubai 50 years ago. Then look at it today. You cannot compare it today. Dubai is like 1 million years developed ahead of about it. That means we are far behind. So if you are still comfortable with this kind of environment, with this kind of life you live, under Nigeria, you must be a chronic witch. And is what we have. You must be the of all outside here. And what happens? So this is why we all hands must be on that. We can get our freedom out of Nigeria. Nigeria has not benefited us anything. It was just a contract. Countries are not made on contract. The contract to exist for 100 years. And the people that are holding us together with the barrel of their aware of it. They are 100 note. It is clearly said in that place. 1940 to 2014. That is the period of 10 years for the existence of Nigeria expired 2014. And we all know how dangerous and hazardous to consume expired products. So you see, the crimes that happen in Nigeria emanate from the top of an expired product. When you keep consuming an expired product, it kills people. An expired product kills people. It destroys people. It destroys life. This is exactly you have from Nigeria. So when we say let us be, it is the full that understand it better because they know that it's expired. About 10 years ago, 2014. So this is the indigenous people who have the land contracted together across Nigeria. Since they are not aware of that fact, what should the Fulani do? This is why they want to grab many as they could. You understand? Because they are alien, they are foreigners to this land. If the people are not aware, don't have the knowledge that this land belongs to them, that was contracted, that was forced together by Britain with the back of the gun as Nigeria. So the Fulani will grab all the land, kill all the indigenous people, they take over the land. And this is what is happening today. And my message to the United States of America and Israel is very clear. We stand with the United States of America, stand with Israel, and we stand for freedom. Our brothers and sisters in Iran, the Iranian people must be free. The Biafran people must be free. And looking at it critically and deeply, we understand that when you go to the Sharia, the Islam Nigeria, like in the north, the part of Yoruba, you understand, they are marching on the Israeli flag. They are stepping on the United States of American flag. You understand? They are shouting death to America. They are shouting death to Israel. But we in Biafran, we are shouting, long live America, long live Israel. We are raising the flag of America and the flag of Israel so high. So how do you, how do you expect, these are two different people with two different perspectives. How do you expect such people to cohabit? That's the question. A people is shouting death to America and Israel. And the people that are saying long live Israel, long live America. How do you expect such group of people, these two group of people, how do you expect them to cohabit? This has been the problem. Ages. This has been what we've been dealing with. The perspective, our viewpoint towards is quite different. Our civilizations are different. They have an Islamic and Arabic civilization. We have a Christian and Western civilization. It is different. And they cannot tolerate, you understand, because seeing us as Christians with Western civilization, we irritate them. How cohabit without killing us? This is why you see them killing us. How do we put a permanent stop, an end to this? If when they don't see the Christians, when they don't see the Biafran around them anymore, when all that they have around them is fair, when all that they have around them is Islamic, when all that they have around them is people that believe in jihad and what have you, the killing will stop. As long as they keep seeing the Biafran, they see the Christians around them, the killing can never stop. This is why the world power must do meaningful as we are liberating our people in Iraq, as we are liberating our Iranian brothers. In this freedom that we are bringing to all men all over the world, United States of America and Israel, this freedom that we are bringing to all men all over the world, we the Biafrans also desire to be partakers, to be beneficiaries of this freedom that we are bringing to the world. We have been recently, just within a week, about 40 million, about 40,000 people were marked by the Islamic regime of Iran, of Ayatollah. You understand? But that is what we hear. Come to make your findings in Biafran land here. We have lost more than this. We have lost millions of people just because we want to be free from these people that cannot tolerate, they cannot bear Nigerian terrorists will always remain a terrorist state. All right, just a list here. To have a view of an injured who they already start injuring people, of which Africa, Nigeria, we have a reason why. These protesters, you will see the Nigerian police for use control hand. See, I'm here. See, I'm here. They're dragging bell to them. They met the man up, and many other people that arrested some of us that are still in the Nigerian police force. Nigeria must go down. Them and their terrorist military, them and the terrorists that they are parading as military forces. Nigeria terrorist state don't know what is called peaceful protesting. And we are in our land, in Biafra land, showing our concern, showing our displeasure of how the Nigerians have occupied our land and the kind of treatment we are receiving, and asking for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Without strong hand, that will not let us go. It's high time we speak the truth. It's high time those in Biafra land that believe to be part of this great cause know the right thing to do. To educate our people, to talk to our people, to tell them what to do. Nigeria don't know what freedom is all about. Nigeria don't believe in freedom. Nigeria terrorists believe in violence. No monopoly of violence. We must rise up, challenge these people, match them with whatever they come with. I hope those parading themselves as lawyers that don't even know the country they're dealing with. Since 2021, the terrorist court of Nigeria be playing this their game, postponing court, adjoining court. The lawyers playing the same game with them. Look at where we are today. It's high time every Biafra speak the truth, especially those that believe they speak for the interests of the people. Biafrans need to wake up. These protesters, they are peacefully protesting, not destroying anyone's property, not invading anyone's space, of which all citizens of Aba want to be part of this rally today. And the Nigerian terrorist state unleash her jihadist terrorist military on Biafrans. Biafrans, if we don't wake up, they will make us wake up in a hard way. Maybe by then it will be very late. Everything Nigeria in Biafra land, we must invite them. It's high time, whether all Biafrans are IPU, and now we have Biafra Republic Government in exile. Every other organization are with or under the government. I, Mazio Gechukunkere speaking, I am IPOB. I am indigenous person of Biafra. Those that don't want to be part of what we are doing, step aside. You see them today fronting themselves front of the camera, showing themselves like Superman, but they need to do what is right and educate our people, enlighten our people, tell them what to do. We need to fight for our freedom. We need to defend ourselves. This bully, it's time we put a stop to this bully. I call it bully. If we challenge these people, they will leave us alone. But one thing I like about Nigerian terrorist state is that they never disappoint you. They're always going to fall on the trap. We have a lot of evidence against them. Whenever we start doing what we are doing, whether it's UN, US, any country, I don't think any country will come to hold us accountable because they know we are defending ourselves. We have the evidence. Like I said, if I have the opportunity, I have what it takes, I will bring down all the evil people. All those that have come to kill us, all those that have come to destroy us, take our life, they will go down. That is only how we will get our freedom. If we still allow them be running around everywhere just like GUMI, Dangote, I don't even know the last time Dangote appeared in public. Aliko Dangote, all of a sudden disappear. Atiku Dangote, whatever his name, that evil man that have monopoly of every trade sector in that shithole country. Dangote used his trailer to transport terrorists all over the region of Nigeria and even in Biafra land. Dangote is a terrorist. We need to drag Dangote out. Sanusi, all of them. These people are working freely. Baba Ahmed, GUMI, all these are terrorists. Shetima, co-founder. Tinubu, another head of terrorists. We can't live in a terrorist country because we are not terrorists. That is the reason why it is justified if we're able to go after all these terrorists. Tell me the difference between what America and Israel did to the Iranian Islamic regime. Is the same thing. Going after Uzadim Masuludo is like going after Kemani. It's like going after the Ayatollahs. Yes. Going after Shetima, Gumi, Dangote, Atiku, Babame, all these terrorists. It's like going after the Islamic jihadist terrorists of Nigeria. My people, wake up. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Prime Minister. Thank you very much for that. As a matter of fact, it's very, very, very annoying. Sir? Yeah, please, yes. Yeah, thank you very much, Prime Minister. Rich, did you finish your submission before the Prime Minister took over? Not at all, not at all. All right, you can. When he came in, I have to step down. All right, thank you very much. The Prime Minister rightly said, whenever the US and Israel think about Iran, they should also think about Nigeria, because Nigeria should be the advanced form of Iran, because the wickedness or the evil carried out by a white man, evil is carried out by a black man, it would be like times 10 of what the white man did. You understand? So they should see Nigeria in that light. You know, most of these so-called security agents that parade everywhere, they might call themselves policemen, soldier men, and what have you, Agune Chamber, whatever they call themselves. The fact that you put on the uniform doesn't make you a military man, doesn't make you a policeman, doesn't make you a security agent. This is why you see when the revolution guy, that the ROGC of Iran, when the kids up here, you would think that they are heavily military. You understand? You think that these are the real military. But what differentiates them? How do you differentiate them from the real military? Is by their action. The actions they carry out is what will make you understand if these people are genuine military or they are terrorists. Same goes to the Nigerian state. You understand? The same way Iran will crack down on innocent protester, peaceful protester, is the same way that Nigeria is doing. And today, according to what the Prime Minister just said now, we are even having fresh evidences of all of these things we've been speaking about happening live and direct today. Fresh evidences of these crimes that the Nigerian state is committing against innocent civilians who are peacefully exercising their civic right of protest. They are being abused, they are being tear-gassed, they are being injured. This is not a place where anybody wants to cohabit, anybody wants to survive. This is why we need our freedom. When you go to protest in America, nobody is tear-gassing anybody in America. When you go to protest in Israel, no policeman or soldier man is coming to abuse civilians who are just carrying out their peaceful protest. They did not carry gun, they did not carry weapon, they did not spoil anything. But the police are coming to tear gas them, coming to kill them, coming to abuse them, use the gun to injure them. You understand? That is not a place where anybody wants to be proud of as his country. These are part of the reasons why we are always crying for the freedom of Biafra. Hence, we expect the United States of America and the Israeli government, led by the greatest president on earth today, President Donald J. Trump, and the greatest prime minister on earth, Bibi Netanyahu, they should come to the aid of the Christians who are predominantly Biafrans. They should come to the aid of the Biafrans who are predominantly Christian, who have suffered genocide in the hand of Nigeria for decades, who have been abused and enslaved, who have been harassed by the Nigerian government for decades. They should come to our aid. Let this wave of freedom they are bringing to humanity, they must not exempt the Biafrans from this wave of freedom. We want to be partakers of this freedom. Like I was saying earlier, the Nigerian state is saying death to America, death to Israel. But we Biafrans from the old Eastern region, where women tied to this wrapper, we are saying long live America, long live Israel. How do you expect these two sets of people to cohabit? How do you expect these two sets of people? Can't you see we are different? We don't think like them. We don't live like them. We don't act like them. How do you expect both of us to coexist? This has been what we've been suffering for many years under Nigeria. This is why we need our freedom. And to our people here in homeland, enough of the division. So long as your mama tied to this rapper, my mama tied to this rapper, you be my brother, you be my sister. That settles it. You understand? So there is no need of saying you be IPOB, whatever. We are all IPOB. Me as an Isoko man, I'm an IPOB. Me as an Urobo man, I'm an IPOB. We are all IPOB. We are all Biafrans. Let us come together. Let us unite. The division is enough. For instance, you that is calling yourself IPOB, you that is calling yourself Maso, you that is calling yourself this and that and that. If you are able to get Biafra to you, are you going to chase me away from Biafra, where my mama and my papa come from? Are you going to chase me away? If Biafra Republic government is able to bring Biafra today, are they going to chase the IPOB? Those that claim to be IPOB, those that claim to be Maso, those that claim to be whatever group they want to be. Are they going to chase those people away? We are all one family. Let us unite under a recognized and legally registered government under the Justice Department of the United States of America. A government that is widely recognized in Washington, D.C. Recognized by the Donald Trump, the current administration of the United States of America. Let us unite under that government and get our freedom. So when we are free, we can form our different political party. If what you are presenting to the Biafran people is what they want to go with, we vote you as the Prime Minister, as the President, as whatever you want to be voted. But now, let us unite and get our freedom. Once again, I really want to say a very big thank you to as many that turned up for the rally. But my desire is it should not be one-off of a thing. You understand? It should be a continuous, I could remember the protest in Iran. The early days of the protest, the crowd were not as much as the latter days. You understand? So as the protests continue, the crowd will be getting bigger and bigger. Before you know, the war will hear about it, and Nigeria will keep exposing themselves as abuser of protesters, as killers of protesters. You understand? Let us do it once and for all. Let's stop delaying things and be, leaving them for our children, the next generation to come up again and be going through this route. It shouldn't be like that. And I want to let our people understand that when Biafra comes, our suffering will end. When Biafra comes, the killing will end. When Biafra comes, the slavery will pass through. Serving as slaves to foreigners, to strangers, guiding our resources for foreigners, it will be over, it will end. Let us unite together and get our freedom once and for all. Mavekwo mabe jiroganema mabirero re Biafra uyemu retire mabirero re Biafra ojama retire mabirero re Biafra nyavo abotewoma mavekwo mabe jiroganema mabirero re Biafra uyemu retire matekwo mabe rarochuku Abamate-woma, boma birero re Biafra. Abute-woma, nyafo. Thank you very much. I yield the mic here.
Thank you, Rage. Okay, sorry, my co-host, go ahead. You've not said anything. Ogini, go ahead, Toti. I thought you were in the other room. Okay,
no, check your back channel.
Okay,
check your back channel. Yeah, tutors. You can go ahead. You can go ahead, no problem. While you check the back channel. Sorry for your interjection.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. And we are longing to hear from you as well. Reggie Afuri, I wanted to say that if you don't sing song after your speech, I will call you to sing song for Biafra people because they want to hear from you. So, my people, please, let's back up everything that we are doing with our AJ and our AJMA. Thank you so much. I have received your receipt, our brother, Biafra Free Energy Tech. Thank you so very much. And this is what we should be doing, Biafra people. We need to back up whatever we are doing with AJ and AJMA. You see, some people have been asking, why do Biafrans want to leave Nigeria? If they ask you this kind of question, just tell them that the right question that they should have asked would have been, why would any self-respecting people stay in a system designed to crush them? Why should we stay in such a system? We cannot stay in a hopeless state or a hopeless country called Nigeria because Nigeria is a terrorist country. We cannot even have anything, and we don't have anything in common with the terrorists. We can never stay in a system that has designed to crush the Biafran people. And we have a lot to do to be able to escape from such a system. If not, we will be crushed if we are not careful. This is the reason why you have to fund your freedom with your J and your Ejema. Look at the number of people that turn up today to protest for the release of our Onyendu. I wish that protesting with the J and Ejema, it will balance it very, very well. So I don't know if any other person wants to speak to the Biafra people. Yeah. Any other person before we continue? You know, we will never forget our Biafra history. Remember what happened in 1967. And before I go there, let me play what Showore said. Maybe when you hear what he said, you will have to see the need and the necessity for our Nyendu to be with us soon. Let's play it. The problem there is saying in our own country. And that is where I disagree with him because Biafrans have nothing in common with Nigeria. Yes, I support the part that he said that our Onyendu must spend Easter. Yeah, Toti, are you free now?
Yeah, sorry. Let me just, Showore, although we appreciate what Showore is doing, but what Showore needs to understand is that there is nothing like Nigeria anymore. Even him, that is Showore, knows that there is nothing like Nigeria anymore. Nigeria is not a system. Nigeria is just a system imagination of some few people that think that maybe
there's a country called Nigeria in the first place, because there's no country called Nigeria in the first place. Nigeria is just an aggregation. You understand? Under the basis of transaction that the British and colonial era did, you understand? And it was supposed to expire just like Biafran and raised at the topic. Okay, it's supposed the contract supposed to end after 100 years, which expired 2014. But they have refused to do the needful by coming together and forge a way where we can be able to part our individual ways and go in, make better our life the way our God created every one of us. And the advice I would like to give since Sunday we will have resigned from fighting for the Ududuwa's agitation and joined the APC spoke person. I think if Showore wants to help the Yoruba people, you understand? If Showore wants to help the Ududuwa people, let him go and take up that leadership, so he can be able to bring the Yorubas, the Ududuwas, so we can be able to collaborate very well and see how to free ourselves from that bondage. And again, for him coming into Biafra land to start mentioning Nigeria, that is a very big blow to me, the Biafran people, because Biafra was declared 2024 in Latin, Finland, and then Biafra is a sovereign nation as it stands now, but not yet recognized. And for him coming into our land to preach about Nigeria, I think he made a very big mistake, and he should not repeat that anymore. Anytime he finds himself in any territory in Biafra land, he's supposed to respect. If he truly knows that he respects what we are doing as a people, he should also acknowledge the fact that we have also declared Biafra 2024. He's a well-learned man, you understand, he's a politician, you understand how these things work. So he should just come out, from that deceptive shell that he has been hiding all this while to play political games to see who can be able to convince the Biafran people to come start doing what they are doing. What we left in 2024. Please, you should respect our resolve as a people, the way we have been respecting him, accommodating him, welcoming him in everything that we are doing. It will also accord us, the Biafran people, that respect, because the Biafran Republic government in exile is representing the Biafran people internationally, and the international community are taking note of everything that is happening regarding the Biafran freedom, the Biafran liberation. And the person that we are speaking about today, that the Biafran people are doing this 1 million march is all about, is someone that believes in Biafra, is someone that is so soaked deep in the ideology of Biafra. And if you also have respect for that man, which is our supreme leader, he should also fall in line to preach what this man stands for, and not this deceptive attitude. We are just trying to, advise him and educate him that we, as a people, we know what we are doing, and any positive feedback that we are expecting from our international brothers, like the Arewa people, the Odiwa people, we expect it to be neutral and very objective. So the international community will also recognize that yes, they are real human activists, because there are so many fake activists in that country. They are fake. All of them are being bought by this Nigerian terrorist government. And we know every one of them, we know their move, we know how they play their games. And that is why we are standing boldly to tell every one of them to stop that nonsense. Please, what we are doing here is to save over 80 million lives. We have died enough, and we are not here to play any political game with anybody, but here to get our freedom. And we are very objective in our demands, and we are saying it unapologetically to anybody out there, because it is our God-given rights to be free as a people. So we will just want to, if you know that you want to support what the Biafran Republic government is in exile is doing, to make a name for yourself, because at the end of the day, making a name for yourself is also very important, for future reference and for posterity's sake, that yes, you stood for something that is right and that is cross. So you do it right. So at the end of the day, when posterity wants to speak about you, posterity will be able to speak the truth about you. Enough is enough of this nonsense game that every one of you out there are playing in Nigeria. We are not going to play that game in Biafra. We will never play that game in Biafra, and we just want to make it straight. And that is why whatever we are doing as a people, no matter the distractions, no matter the sabotage that have been befalling us as a people, but because we have a book We have a book that is called Our Charter, and we have been following every law in that charter in whatever we are doing in the Biafran Republic government in exile, and that is why we have survived this far. I just want to make this thing out clear to every one of you out there that I think there's a mysterious something happening behind what we are doing as a people. Yes, there's a mystery that nobody can be able to talk about, but the evidences are all over the places for you to see that the reason why that like people like Showarena are not having that boldness to march on the streets of the old Abia state Aba today is because of what the Biafran Republic government in exile have been able to achieve in Washington DC. And that is why you see a lot of people on the street today. Ever since our supreme leader was kidnapped from Kenya and the extraordinary rendition to Nigeria, I don't think we have been able to come together in this type of massive crowd, to protest. And that has been given the Biafran people and the Biafran Republic government in exile have been working so tirelessly to give the Biafran people hope, and also giving them assurance that at the end of this fight, we are going to get Biafra. And I believe that so many people out there have started seeing the green lights to Biafra. That was why they were so bold today to come and march in the streets of Biafra land, because that place is Biafra land. So what we need now is to support what the Biafran Republic government in exile, with all truth and honesty. The Biafran Republic government in exile have been able, to put the Biafran plight in the spotlight. You understand? And the Nigerian terrorist government, they cannot mess up, and they cannot mess up now like the way they have messed up in the previous past. But they will still try to, shake the resolve, or try to shake the resolve of the Biafran people by attacking maybe in an easy spot, or maybe they will live where people are protesting, that they will not start attacking people individually on the streets just to cause fear and chaos in Biafra land. But I believe the Biafran Defense Forces, they are also very much intact, monitoring this the activities of the military. We are peaceful people, we are not fighting anybody. And I believe that today's protests have shown to the international community that we are not troublemakers. Let's assume this protest now is being held in Lagos. The Tinubu drug-lord president of the Nigerian terrorist state will go and hire thugs and hire criminals, even go to break prisons to release prisoners to come and cause trouble in the protest. But today we all have seen, even the protests in Old Anambra State in Onitsha, that nobody fought anybody, nobody stole anybody's property. But at the end of the day, Soludo, the legitimate government, went to destroy the shops of common man like you and I that are there fighting to survive for their daily bread. There is no problem. Today, you see, they have been protesting in Abba State, in what Abba State, in Biafran. There is still no peace. We are peaceful people. We don't cause problem. You understand? We don't cause problem. We are peaceful people. We are ready to welcome anybody that is peaceful. We are not against anybody. But that Islamization agenda of the Nigerian terrorist state is what we are saying no to, with a very capital big no. We will not allow it. And we must break away. We have already broken away. What we are fighting is for recognition. We will get recognition. The world will come to understand and realize that we have been right all along. Even despite that maybe some of them put blind eye, and the Nigerian terrorist state has been killing us for decades, unprovoked, extrajudiciary, and all sort of horrific forms that they have been killing us all these years. But today I believe that even the president of the United States of America have come to realize and recognize that there's something called Christian genocide in this place, and he has pointed it out so boldly to designate Nigeria as a country, a particular sign, all through the work of the Biafran lobbyists in Washington DC. And we also the way they try to fight to fight that narrative with their so-called counter force narrative. But at the end of the day, the Biafran lobbies, Mazi, Elias Solis, and our lawyers and his partners were able to rubbish the $9 million that the Nigerian terrorist government brought out to fight the obvious Christian genocide that is happening in Nigeria. And also we have also seen what is happening with the way the Fulani, the terrorists, they are taking over. They are now on their 22 now. Started on their 22. They are taking over everywhere. From the north to the middle belt, now they are in the southwest. You see them taking everywhere. They are not just taking over because maybe they have the weapons to take it, they're being desperate taking over like this. They are desperate being taken over because they have cited the threats. They have cited the threats. That thing, that is the only thing that will quench that their ideology. And that is why they are fighting with Kagame. And that thing that they cited is the Biafran Republic government in exile, of which they have been trying to ignore for so many years now, but they have come to recognize that yes, they are having a diplomatic war between them in the Biafran Republic government in exile. There was no order, or there's no order, or maybe any other government that the Nigerian government is fighting. So for them to tell you the person you out there, because some of you are so ignorant, some of you are just so docile. Now somebody out there is deceiving you that is speaking for you, and you are seeing with your own eyes the person is claiming that is fighting like for your own interest. I've come to mention that this is the person fighting me. And you are still there, and you still want me to come and tell you that if the right one in the top board, it is one, and if the right two in the top board, it is two, even three. I don't know, but I want me to come and tell you this top with 3 or 2012. So every one of us just needs to wake up at this point in time, because sometimes it becomes somehow frustrating the way our people think. But because we have this big heart, and our Prime Minister Geopolitical have this big heart and love for its people, because we know so much that this man have sacrificed for this people. And he wants to move fast. He wants to move fast. And the only thing that will be able to make him move, because every time I see, I see the agility, the zeal is always whenever he speaks to the Biafran people. I always see that zeal in him. He wants to do. He is ready to work for you. So allow him to work for you by supporting the Biafran Republic government in exile, by funding your freedom, so we can be able to take advantage of this firing spirit in this man to get our freedom. Our people just need to wake up and start seeing things the way it is, or the way they are. People don't see. Even our supreme leader said, you people don't see a man that has been easy, despite everything that has been done to him. They try to demoralize him. They try to coward him into hiding. But he keeps fighting. He keeps working for the Biafran people, not for his own personal interest or personal benefit, but for the benefit of every one of you out there. You, that woman in that village in Biafra land, this man is fighting for you, and we want you to understand it. Because the more you keep feigning ignorance or trying to ignore the simple fact, which is the only truth today, the more you will keep suffering. You, that young man in that village in Biafra land, same thing goes to you. No one should be left behind at this point in time, or no one should stand aside at this point in time. Everybody needs to come together under this umbrella of the Biafran Republic government in exile that was instituted legally by the Biafran people. The only government that is recognized, the only government that the United States of America today can say, okay, we want to approach these people and speak. It is only this government. They are not going to speak with anybody out there. So you in the defunct DOS, now is the time for you to come up. Because I know that some of you are in that protest today. Some of you that still believe in the lies. Those of you in other splinter groups, I know maybe 1 or 2% of a person might be in that protest, or somebody you know in that place. So if we all believe that we are fighting for the same thing, why can't every one of us come together under the Biafran Republic government in exile? Organization doesn't fight for freedom. Go and read and get yourself educated regarding what we are doing as a people to get our freedom and get that international recognition from the international government. It's government to government. It's not going to be, it doesn't, the government, no, they will not approach. So now is the time for every one of us to come together now and do what is right so we can be able to get our freedom at the end of the day. Because if we fail to do all these things that are right for us to do, we will just keep, struggling like a tortoise. And at the end of the day, this freedom will take more longer time. More people will die, more children will die, more our fathers will continue to die. The Marauding terrorists will continue to advance, and if we not take time before we start fighting back, we will not have to fight instead. But now that we need to fight just only one, just a push, a finger push, we are out from that place. Is what every one of us need to start doing now by founding our freedom. So thank you very much, because I hit my mic. Bless I don't talk too much. One anniversary.
No, you have not talked at length. Wait, are you not a co-host? Thank you so much, my co-host. You see, yeah, because I've noticed that thing with Shawara. Every time you'll be adding us to, with the Nigeria. We are not Nigerians. Genealogically, we are not Nigerians, and we can never be. There is nothing that relates us with Nigeria terrorist country. That artificial country, it is not possible. And they feel that we can just, sweep the death of thousands or millions of Biafran children, our fathers, our mothers, our grandparents that they bombed, they slaughtered, they starved during the Biafran war. They feel we can just forget about it. We can never forget. We can never forget. Because the word Kwashoko has entered global medical vocabulary because of Biafra. Millions of children died, so we can never forget. It's not possible. Biafra question is still alive even after 55 years of war. It is still alive because the grievances were never addressed. They said no victor, no vanquish. That was the declaration that they made. But it was never backed by truth. It was never even backed by reconciliation. Nothing. Instead, they keep on marginalizing us, killing us. Even today, they're still shooting at us for a peaceful protest that we are doing. But when the terrorists trampled on the flags of Israel and US, nobody shot at them. Their allies were behind the camera, watching them, giving them support. Trample on it as you like. Nobody shot at them. They were so free. And even when they were protesting, when the Ayatollah was killed, security men were guiding them. They did not shoot at them at all. So why are they in Biafran land today shooting at peaceful protests that our people are doing? We can never forget. Because the wounds were sealed over, but not healed. And sealed wounds become what? Infected. Until our wounds are healed. And the only way our wounds can be healed is with our freedom. The day we will be free in Biafra, and Biafra will become a sovereign nation, free from the terrorists, free from the demand of the terrorists, not that they are demanding wages because we don't have wages to give in exchange for our lives, free from every form of slavery. That is when the wound will heal. Right now, it is being infected, and we know what it means for a wound to be infected. It is getting deeper and deeper and deeper every day. So what they call that contraption, Nigeria did not even plan for what is happening today. The spirit of Biafra cannot die. We saw what happened in 1999. What happened? We saw Masop that rose up and continued the fight. We saw IPOB that continued the fight. And today, what do we have? The Biafra Republic government in exile. And they will, give every attempt to crush each of the phases that we have gone through. They will always attempt to crush us. But instead of them to crush us, the movement keep on growing stronger and stronger and stronger every day. So today we can see that Biafra is not just a memory. It is a living demand carried by millions of Biafrans, over 80 million of Biafrans. We can never forget. We are many, both in diaspora and in the homeland. We are everywhere. They did not kill Biafra. They made it immortal, and we can see it today. Our people are like, how many will you kill? We are coming out to tell the whole world that we are tired of being killed. They gathered the momentum and came out to protest that this our Hindu should be free. They were waving the flag of US and Israel, calling them. But we have something to do, not just calling them. We have to play our part. I can say our original COAs here. You are welcome. Our original COAs, please, when you are free, kindly request for the mic to speak to the Biafran people. Thank you so much for joining us in our space today. And our Prime Minister is here. We're happy to have you once again. So, Biafrans, all that we need now is a J and a Gemma. As you have gathered in this space with us, everybody have spoken, great speakers, beginning from our Prime Minister. You could see in his voice. All that he needs is for us to have that final push. Our Mama Betty has spoken, our Minister Love, everyone. But we need a J and a Gemma. Or more to show us the law that you have jailed Onyendu. Show us the law that you have sentenced him to life imprisonment. You could hear our people chanting it because they know that it's not right. How come you release Abba Kyari? And today he's working as a free man. Nigeria has been divided into two, in fact, into three regions right now as we speak. You have the Ariwa, you have the Yoruba, and you have the Biafran territory. We are not Nigerians and we will never be. Omoto, show us the law. That prosecution that demanded death penalty, show us, where did you read your own law from? Show us the law. You have unjustly sentenced this man to life imprisonment for a crime he never committed. While the terrorists are walking freely, GUMI is walking freely. Ribadu NSA is walking freely. You never arrested Ribadu for calling the terrorists his brothers. Never. You never arrested GUMI for going to meet the terrorists in the bush with escort, police escort, military personnel. They go there with him. You never arrested the women and men that supplied the terrorists with food. GUMI has come out to tell you that the Nigerian government knows these terrorists by name and by their locations. Nothing has been done. No arrest, no prosecution, nothing. Why do you focus your attention in Biafran land? That is a double standard. Complete double standard in what you are doing. We saw what our Igwe said, Dr. Lawrence, to President terrorist Tinubu's face. Pointed out at a national summit that the only of Ife was arranging to confer a high honor on what is his name? Yoruba, what is his name? Sunday Igbo. He said, this man agitated for Yoruba nation, just like Nnamdi Kanu. And he called him his counterpart. But he's there in Sokoto prison. That man's speech did not even touch you. You were there clapping for him, telling him Kaliwali. We've heard this before. So this double standard that Nigerian terrorists is playing is not a conspiracy theory. It is on record, and we have the record of everything that Nigerian terrorists have done to the Biafran people. So we are never one. Our Igwe said it that day that we have our system. Do not merge us with the Yoruba people. And for Biafrans listening and those that will listen after, why don't you come back home? Your home is the Biafran Republic government in exile. Do not let anybody deceive you. We are using the content which our first Prime Minister danced with it. And he knows every page, every word that is contained in our charter. We have not done anything outside what is in our charter. So, and support your freedom. The only legitimate government is the Biafran Republic government in exile, headed by our Prime Minister, His Excellency Geopolitical and his competent cabinet members. We have talked, we have cried, we have begged, we have lamented. Come and support. Do not sit on the fence. Sitting on the fence will not help you. Talk to your people back home. Some people are asking us, why are you calling on Israel? I want to let you know that the connection that the Biafran people have and the Jewish people is not invented. It is not a political strategy. It is a spiritual and historical identity. And it has been there thousands of years. You see, our Onyedo himself has said that 70 million Biafrans, an estimate of 50 million, practice Jewish custom. That was his work a few years ago. So these are people who circumcise and who also observe the Sabbath, according to his statistics. They also fast, not because they were converted, no, but because these practices have been in Igbo culture for generations. So the Igbo people have traced their lineage to Eri, son of Gad and son of Jacob. So it did not just start today. I just give this brief history so that people that are asking, why do Biafrans call on Israel? We are calling on them because we have this spiritual connection with them. We have this historical identity with them. And we cannot leave them behind. They cannot leave us behind. You see? They are our identity. That is why we call on them. I also went through social media today. I also saw the same question. Why are we calling on United States of America? Is that one a question? I don't know why people, but anyway, people don't know it all. But I have to be very, very clear. We stand with the principles of America, and nothing can change that. Absolutely nothing. With all the administration that will come, even after this administration, we stand because we have the same principles. And we are also standing with that same principles. Principles of freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, self-determination, human rights, name them. They have shown us what it means to be unified. And we have to practice exactly what they are doing. Unity through strength. We have seen it. Everybody, when the statistics were shared, over 89% of the American people support what the current president is doing because it aligns with their policy. It aligns with human rights, and we are copying from them. But guess what? He did not just come out and do all this without the tax of the American people. This is the reason we are calling on all of you to pay your liberation tax every day, every month, to come and donate. Go to the website www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org and support your freedom. The website is open 247. Contact your state admin and pay if you are close with AJ. AJ, what we mean by AJ for those that are hearing AJ for the first time is unquote Naira. What we mean by AJ, unquote, dollars, foreign currency. The United States Declaration of Independence states that when a government becomes destructive to the rights of its people, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. And these words were not written for Americans alone. They were written for all of humanity. And the Biafran people invoke this word today. We have a right, according to UN Charter, a right for self-determination, and we have put it into practice today. We note very well that the United States has already begun paying attention. So we, the Biafran people, we are aligning with them, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. That is why the Nigerian terrorists today cannot practice the killing and the threatening of Biafrans as they've been doing years back because they know they are on the radar. So we, the Biafran people, have noted what the Americans have done, and we commend them for designating Nigeria as a country of particular concern. Through the effort of our Biafran lobbies, Biafran Republic government in exile, our Mazi Obangelias, regarding religious freedom, they did it. All these years that have passed, Nigeria presented itself as a country that has no problem, everything is going on well. But today, the story has changed. So the United States of America and the Israeli state, they care a lot about our Onyendu. They care a lot. Even though the British people don't care. They know very well that this man called Onyendu, who is our leader, is a British citizen. But what do? They have pushed him aside, thinking that by pushing him aside, that we the Biafran people will forget about him. But the answer is no. Complete no. We can never forget about our Onyendu. So Israel knows Onyendu is there. We saw it in their parliament with the aid of our sister YESoo, Rachel YESoo. US knows that Onyendu is there in Sokoto prison because it was also brought up in congressional hearing by Rep. Georgette, the exact day he was sentenced to life imprisonment. So the world knows about his case. For the Nigerian terrorist government to release him, but guess what? It is what me and you will do that will make the terrorist country Nigeria to release him. And we still call on the government of the United States of America. We call on the state of Israel. We call on European Union, even though they approved it, and we say that the eyes of the world should be on Sokoto prison and demand for the release of our Onyendu Nnamdi Okukan. He did not commit any crime. He should be free. He should walk free as GUMI is walking free today. He should walk free as Ribadu is walking free today. He should walk free as Shetima, the founder of Boko Haram, is walking free today, who is also the vice president of Nigeria. He should walk free as Sowore is walking free today. He should walk free as Sunday Igboho is walking free today. He should be a free man. So I don't know if anybody is here to speak to Biafra people, because we are not here to grieve. No, we are here to act. Grief without action is just noise making. Grief without action is noise making. We are here to act. And the only action that our government wants from us is to fund our freedom with our gem and our agenda. So if there's no other person to speak to the Biafra people, maybe we'll call it a day. My co-host, are you there? Okay. He is not close by to his mic. Okay, Mama Betty, you have the mic, please. Welcome once again.
Thank you so much. BIAFRANS, I greet all of you once more, and I still stand on the existing protocols. I thank you so much, tutors. My PM, if you are still there, accept my special greetings. Thank you so much for always coming out to talk to our people. You will not believe it, my PM, that these days, whenever you speak, everybody wants to listen. You are now the beautiful bride. Everybody wants to marry you because you are their source of hope. You are their source of marching forward. Biafrans, I thank those of you who are in homeland. No matter what happens, you people have shown enough resilience. You have shown Nigeria that you no longer want them. And I heard when our PM was playing a voice which shows that these daring terrorists in uniform are always disgracing and exposing Nigeria as a terrorist nation. Nigeria is the only country where you will see people who are terrorists killing and maiming people. And finally, Kashim Shetima and the rest of them will tell you that they repented and they will put them in the military. There's a video I saw this morning on the Twitter, and the guy was lamenting that they are killing all of them, the soldiers. that Boko Haram, ISWAP, ISIS are all against them. Where are they going to get their men back? So I'm warning those Biafrans, they come each time to woo all of you to join the Nigerian military. Do not join Nigerian military. That is a very systematic way of eliminating Biafrans, especially the youths. Don't join them. Do not. Because Nigeria government, they are working with Afghan and Iranian template. So my people, we need to continue, we need to move ahead, we need to ignore what they are doing in our land. Everybody is watching them. Nigeria, they don't know what is coming for them. This is just the beginning. Let us continue to support our freedom. That is the only thing remaining for us now. Please, my people, I don't have much to say, but to thank all of you that are always here whenever we are out to make a little speech on what is going on. So today I will just thank you all and encourage you, go to our website and you will see for yourself that we have gone far. No going back. Let us try to maintain the momentum that we have gathered by donating our Ejema and Deje. And for today, I will support with 10,000 Eje. I will donate it and send the receipt to tutors. Thank you all so much. And don't forget, tomorrow is Friday and the following day will be Saturday, our mega fundraising. Thank you, Biafrans, lovers of freedom. God will continue to bless you all. Ndewo, my people. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you so much, Mama, for your contribution and support to our quest for freedom. Thank you so very much. God bless you. And we always admire your consistency in all that you do for the Biafra people. Yeah. So, Biafrans, you see what God is doing for us. We should not miss this opportunity. We should do everything possible to make sure we get this freedom. We should not, delay, because delay is dangerous. Very, very dangerous. We need this freedom. We need this freedom. I know you are tired of waking up every morning to the same news of killings here and there. You are tired of seeing our young men arrested and disappearing. You are tired of the propaganda that call our peaceful protest terrorism every time. Yes, you are tired. But is there a way out? The answer is yes, there is a way out. There is a way out, and the only way out is for us to fund our freedom. So this protest is very, very important. The solidarity rally with Israel and United States and the freedom of Onyendu is very, very important. And we will not stop demanding for the release of our brother. You see? If you ask yourself, when was the last time you saw a peaceful protest in the terrorist country that was not attacked? It's been long. But today, at least, just a little of it, not as it's supposed to be. It shows you that they're afraid of something. Something is happening. Something is happening. And we are getting home. All you need to do is to support your freedom with AJ and Jema. So thank you, our Prime Minister, His Excellency Ogechukwu Nkere. I don't know if you are still there. Don't know if you are still there. If you have anything to tell the Biafran people, I'm not sure he's still there. My co-host, are you there? I'm about to end this space. Are you there?
Sorry, my sister, you just have to end it. I think they've all dispersed. Thank you.
Yeah, David, stay for a mic. After David, I will end the space. David, did you get the mic? David, are you there?
Biafrans, those of you on the studio here with me watching, I am closing the studio. We have really worked hard for today. I thank all of you for joining me. I thank you, Chukwudi and Ikukuchukwu, all of you that are here. I thank all of you and I say may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to bless all of you. We are going to end this studio now. I see you tomorrow by the special grace of God. Thank you.
Morning, Steve Harrigan is live from the Iran-Armenia border, where Iranians are fleeing.
But first, Trey Yinks is in Israel with the latest on the ground. Good morning, Trey.
Lawrence, good morning. The Israelis say just last hour they launched a wave of strikes against the Iranian regime, hitting new targets across the country of Iran. This comes as Iran's largest proxy in the region, Hezbollah, overnight got more directly involved in this war. According to an IDF official that I spoke with, more than 100 rockets were fired over the border into northern Israel. In a period of less than an hour, there were also a number of drones launched as well. Much of this incoming fire intercepted by Israel's Iron Dome, but there were some reports of injuries on the ground in northern Israel. A top spokesperson for the Israeli military saying this about the situation.
Hezbollah is under pressure today. It works for its Iranian master. It acts contrary to the Lebanese interest. It not only does not defend Lebanon, it harms Lebanon. We see the statements of Lebanon's government leaders. It harms the state of Lebanon.
The Israelis quickly striking back, hitting the Dakheh neighborhood of southern Beirut, as well as a number of other launching positions across the country of Lebanon. Hezbollah, they say, will pay a heavy price for these attacks on civilians in northern Israel. I want to shift now to the Persian Gulf, where we have some new videos of tankers on fire overnight just off the coast of Iraq. There were coordinated attacks by Iran's small navy that is left in the aftermath of decimating CENTCOM strikes against this country. But you can see some of the flames spewing from one of these tankers here. At least one person was killed, according to reports, and other videos show crew members from these two tankers being evacuated to the shoreline nearby. Also, in Oman, a significant by an Iranian drone yesterday that targeted a fuel storage facility. Some aftermath videos here, and there were videos circulating back on energy prices and oil markets.
As you know better than anybody, is also working the oil flowing, so flowing all over. You know, boats blow up, and we knock out, because 54 ships in 2 days. They're real ships.
The Trump administration clearly focused on energy markets here amid conflict, but doing what they can to ensure that prices don't shift. And during that, as this continues, the Iranians are not able to issue more threats and actions against the Persian Gulf.
The prize that had 100 rockets in on that type of velocity, that type of density. Did you think the quite surprised by that?
Yeah, absolutely. And you look where these rockets were fired from, to a resident along the border who indicated these rockets to the Israel-Lebanon border, an area that was previously controlled in the past couple of years by Israeli ground forces, who had the longest ground operation against southern Lebanon. And so it's quite interesting able to fire these rockets from areas close to the border. And also the Israeli military saying the public should have been notified further in advance, because there was some intelligence circulating that Hezbollah and Iran were going to coordinate in an attack last night against Israel.
Trey, is there any update from the States, but offensive response?
No updates, but I did hear Qataris last night who indicated they shot down a number of ballistic missiles were fired towards their country. These countries are coming under significant Italians while they can't get off as many of the long-range ballistic missiles. They have drones and shorter-range missiles positioned in Western Iran that allow them to target these countries. But as they continue to do what they can. We've seen A, map reduction to drones, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles, and B, the Americans and the Israelis going after these